Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a really simple and delicious whole roasted chicken. This is something that came together in about an hour. It's about 45 minutes to cook and 10 to 15 minutes prep time. And this was so juicy and tender and just delicious. Here is the final plate. I made a quick gravy, adding some arrowroot starch and the juices from the pan, and then some butter and seasonings, and that was it, a quick gravy, and it was delicious. So here is the recipe. Go ahead and pause and take a screenshot, and also don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any more content. So first thing, we are going to lightly grease our roasting pan. I have a 13x9 Pyrex. And then we're gonna start with our compound butter. So 1 stick of butter, you want it softened. And then to that, I'm gonna add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of fresh herbs. I like using fresh herbs, it just brightens up the dish. I have rosemary and thyme. To that, I'm gonna add my minced garlic and the zest of 1 whole lemon. Now this is something that you can tailor fit to make fit whatever flavor profile you are desiring, but this is just something that I like to use. And then to our Pyrex, we're gonna add our chopped veggies. We have some celery, carrot, shallot, lemon, and we're just gonna generously salt and pepper. These veggies are gonna act as a trivet, which is just something to lift the chicken from the bottom of the pan. And then I'm also gonna add in about a cup of chicken stock. This is just to impart some more moisture to the chicken as it's cooking. And then we're gonna set this aside and start with our spice rub. So for today's spice rub, I'm doing kind of like a spicy Mediterranean vibe. So I have salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. And then to this, I'm gonna add roasted garlic and herb seasoning, some paprika, just a little spice and smokiness, some sage, and a little bit of red chili flakes, just for a little kick. You guys can totally mix it up and do whatever flavor profile you want. So I'm gonna mix and set aside, and then we're gonna start with our chicken. My chicken here is about 6 pounds, and then the first thing you wanna do is take out the inners. You can set those aside. I highly recommend saving them in your freezer to make your own broth. But the first thing you want to do is flip it over so it's breast side up, and you want to press down with both palms of your hands very vigorously to break the bone, to separate that breastbone. And then you're gonna either cut down the middle of the breast, or you can use a knife. You might have to press down firmly a couple times if the first take didn't quite take. And the purpose is just to separate this. Now, this is called a spatchcock chicken, I believe. And this is just a method of cooking that really causes the chicken to cook evenly. So this is why I prefer to do this method when I cook a whole chicken, because it cooks evenly and it's just more tender and juicy, and it also cooks faster. So we're gonna go ahead and pat this down all around. We don't want any juices left behind because we want our skin to be nice and crispy, which means we need to dry it. So next, we are going to generously salt and pepper all sides of the chicken. Don't forget to get under those wings and in between the legs. All over, we want this full of flavor and well seasoned. So next, back over, breast side up, or the skin side down. And we're gonna go in with that compound butter and just rub it down all over, making sure even to get underneath the skin. You'll notice in a minute, once I flip the chicken, where the wings are up at the shoulder, you can actually get under there with your fingers and impart some more flavor by putting some seasoning and butter in there. That's gonna help keep your chicken nice and moist as well and give it some more flavor. So once it is fully seasoned well with the butter, we're gonna go in with that dry herb rub, and again, get under the skin, under the wings, rub this down generously. Now you can use gloves if you prefer, and then after everything is seasoned, we're gonna add it directly to our Pyrex or our roasting pan. And then I like to cover mine with foil for the first 20 minutes. This just keeps it nice and moist. So for the first 20 minutes, we're gonna throw it into a preheated oven at 425. And then after 20 minutes, we are going to take it out and baste the chicken. This is really important as well for even cooking and also to keep the chicken nice and juicy. And so here it is, 45 minutes in the oven, 20 minutes covered, and the rest of the time uncovered. And you'll pull it out once it reaches 160 degrees in the thickest part of the breast. Now, if you don't have that, you could just play it by eye. Once the skin is nice and golden and crispy, mine was slightly over. I have a bunch of kids running around, so sometimes time gets away from me, but here it is. I separated the chicken into the different pieces, and it was delicious, full of flavor. Serve it with your veggies, with a side of rice, whichever you like. And there it is. I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching.